Hello and welcome back to IELTS Vocab Trainer. The lesson today will be on describing people. But first, I would like to introduce you to part 2 of the IELTS speaking module, because in this part you'll be asked to describe something such as a building you like, someone in your family, a famous person, or an object that is very important to you. Therefore, it's essential that you build up your vocabulary, in particular adjectives, to help you perform better in this part of the speaking test. So, in part 2, the candidate is given a verbal prompt on a card and is asked to talk on a particular topic. The candidate has 1 minute to prepare before speaking at length for up to 2 minutes. The examiner then asks 1 or 2 rounding off questions. Think of these like a couple of short extra questions. So, how well do you think you would do if you had to describe someone famous you admire or a person in your family that you like? Perhaps you can try to answer these questions yourself when we have finished the lesson. You could also write out a sample spoken answer using the vocabulary from this lesson to help you remember the new vocabulary from today. Because here is the warning, there is quite a lot. So try to do that to help you remember the new words so you can use them effectively in the real IELTS exam. Firstly, we will go through some everyday vocabulary for describing character. We will begin with something easy, which is describing feeling. When you see the following pictures and the expressions on each child's face, I want you to think about the exact word, both an adjective and a noun, to describe the emotion. You will have 5 seconds for each one. Here is number 1. This one is simple. Happy and happiness. Next, are you ready for number 2? Here we go. Right, another easy one. Angry and anger. You could also describe this boy as being upset, which means unhappy, sad, and even angry because something unpleasant happened. 3. Here is a boy who has just painted a picture. He feels proud. You can see the pride in his eyes. The word pride has different meanings, but the most common is the feeling of satisfaction you have because you, or the people you are connected with, have done something well. Have you done anything recently that you feel proud of? Now, let's look at the 4th picture. You have 5 seconds. That baby sure looks frightened or scared or something. The noun is fear. Next, look closely at the next child. This is a funny one. So we have jealous and jealousy. Jealousy is a feeling of anger and unhappiness you may have if someone you care about or love shows a lot of interest in others, or if someone has something you want and don't have. Have you felt jealousy towards someone recently? And finally, just imagine this child has done something a little wrong. She feels embarrassed, while the noun is embarrassment. Some of you might have said shy and shyness as well, which is fine. Next, let's move on to a range of words that describe intellectual ability, attitudes towards life, and attitudes towards other people. For intellectual ability, we have a range of words, such as intelligent, bright, clever, smart, shrewd, able, gifted, talented, brainy, and quick-witted. We also have a handful of words to describe being clever in a negative way, such as cunning, crafty, and sly. We can now have a look at some words related to attitudes towards life. First, we have a word that means looking on either the bright side of life, optimistic, or the negative side of things, pessimistic. Do you tend to be more optimistic or pessimistic? Or does it depend? A common expression to describe this in English is, do you see the glass as half full or half empty? An optimist would see it as half full, while a pessimist half empty. Next, outward looking or expressive means extroverted, and inward looking or contemplative means introverted. Say them with me. Extroverted and introverted. And now we have calm or not calm, and they mean relaxed or tense. Remember to voice those word endings, relaxed and tense. The next one is feeling things very intensely or sensitively. Finally, a practical and not dreamy approach to life. This means sensible or down to earth. Do you know anyone that is down to earth? Now, here is some vocabulary related to attitudes towards other people. First, we have enjoying others' company, meaning sociable and gregarious. Disagreeing with others. This means quarrelsome or argumentative. Next, you can see here, relaxed in attitude to yourself and others, or easygoing and even-tempered. And another one, not polite to others. This can mean impolite, rude, or ill-mannered. Moving on to telling the truth to others, meaning many things, such as honest, trustworthy, reliable, sincere. And finally, unhappy if others have what one does not have oneself. This is jealous and envious. Now say all these words again after me and try to keep up. Sociable, gregarious, quarrelsome, argumentative, easygoing, even-tempered, impolite, rude, ill-mannered, honest, trustworthy, reliable, sincere, jealous, and envious. Oh yeah, done. For some of the words I have just given you, you may need to check your dictionary to find out the slight differences between them and make sure that you understand how to use these words correctly in the right context. Let's now watch a short clip and try to listen and write down the language these people use to describe each other. Here we are.
How long have you been together?
We've been together about 5 years.
Okay, how would you describe your partner?
Beautiful, energetic, good company, good fun.
And how would you describe him?
Intelligent, easygoing, handsome.
How would you describe your partner?
Compatible.
How would you describe your partner?
Easy.
What brings you here to Miami Beach?
His birthday, my boyfriend's birthday.
Oh, your boyfriend's over there. Oh, how long have you been together?
5 years.
And how old is he now?
26.
Wow. So, how would you describe him?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Could you describe your wife for me, please?
Beautiful. Sexy. ravishing, lovely.
He's very practical. He's kind. He's considerate. He's handsome, and he's gone grey.
Now I don't want to leave you out, Abby. Describe your parents for me. How are they?
Embarrassing, annoying, and funny.
Okay.
Interesting clip, right? You may have noticed that some of the people used a few words that we had just studied. Alright, so, good work. You've improved your vocabulary and pronunciation on the topic of describing people. And now we have reached the end of this lesson. Thank you, and stay tuned for the next lesson.